Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm gonna go over a Sunday night special on my top 10 stocks that I do see as possible continuations coming into this week. Now, this is my watch list, and I will continue to give you guys my watch list every Sunday night special. So be on the lookout for more of those. But before we get started, quick disclaimer: anything we do mention is purely for entertainment purposes. If you guys would like financial advice, I recommend you contact a financial professional. However, we have been going play by play, day by day throughout the whole year. So if you guys want to see more entries and breakouts, all you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification, and you will be notified at a timely matter. And again, much love to everyone that does subscribe. We do go all out Monday through Friday on entries and breakouts. So again, be on the lookout for more of those. Now we are going to go into our top 10 plays. Again, this is my watch list, and I do like every one of these plays as they do have a ton of volume coming in, and or they have nice consolidation that I like as a possible breakout. So we are going to get into this, the 4-hour on AIHS. I'm going to show you guys what I've been looking at here. So we do have a nice descending wedge on the 4 hours, you can see, and we do see that it's trying to break out of it. Now we do see that we have previously been at 235, so that is pretty bullish as it came down and consolidated and created a nice bull trend and created a nice descending wedge for us to break out of. Now I do like this as the nice consolidation has been happening, and we do see the volume that has been confirming. So I want to make sure this one does break over $2 and hold above it, but I am very bullish on AIHS. I think it will break out, but I can't be guaranteed on that. So I want to make sure it does hold of our resistance and it does break out. Again, we do mention breakouts because we want to buy on bullish momentum on tight stop losses so we can get the most profitable trades, and that's why I mentioned that in particular. So AIHS, I want to see it break $2 and have that bullish momentum so we can buy into a profitable trade. Now BGI, I did want to mention it also because this one did spike up to around $2.60. It did come down and consolidate and did spike up again. Now we do not see as much volume as before, but however, if it does hold over 366, I do plan on day trading this one. Again, if you don't day trade, definitely be careful. But I want to mention BGI because it did come up, like I said, and did consolidate, and it looks like it's creating a nice bull trend, and the volume looks actually higher than it was before when it did spike up. So again, this one could keep going up, and I do think that it is a very good possibility as the volume has been trying to confirm on the 5-minute. So BGI is definitely on the watch list. And SGOC, I wanted to go over this one. I did like the candle wick on the 4-hour on this one. I believe this one was it. Yes. So we have a huge candle wick on the 4-hour. This was on December 20th, I believe. Yes, December 20th. It came down, consolidated, and it did start to create a nice consolidation and come upwards recently. And we do see the volume that has been kicking in right here. So again, this one could continue. Also, I do like on the MACD that the sell volume has actually been pretty flat, and it looks like the buy volume is continuing. So again, we do have this candle wick that we could fill and possibly continue beyond. So I do like this as a possible breakout. So SGOC is definitely on the watch. If it does break into new highs, I will be day trading this one. This one probably will be a day trade if it does go up. But again, this could be a swing trade and continue to gradually come up. But I do see this possibly breaking out into this candle wick very soon, as it is already breaking into it. So SGOC is definitely on the watch coming into Monday. Now NEPT, I want to go over this one on the 4-hour because this one has been coming down. This one did have a huge sell-off recently, but again, this would be a day trade. But I do like the sell-off here that we saw this with PLTR. I'm going to actually mention PLTR in a couple stocks later from now, but it is, and remember this part because we do see this huge sell-off, and we see the huge green candle right here, and we see that it wants to spike and possibly fill back into this gap filler. So again, NEPT has tons of volume. Again, I am bullish on this one only for one reason. It's because a ton of buy volume came in. Now we do see a possible bounce going into Monday, but again, NEPT would definitely be a day trade. So definitely be on the watch for that one if you do day trade. NEPT is on the watch. Now SBE, I'm going to mix it up here. I did mention this one yesterday. This one is a SPAC, so I'm going to mix it up. We do have a SPAC that is trying to merge on Thursday with Charging Point. That is an electric vehicle charging company. Again, they did push the merger vote date back from February 11th to February 25th. That is Thursday. So again, we are going to see what happens, but we have been seeing what happened with BLNK, one of their competitors, and they are very competitive as they could possibly compete with Tesla as they do charge electric vehicles as well. So they could get some of that hype as well. So again, there's tons of hype behind SBE. We could see this one break out. This one has been consolidating. Now we do have a short stop loss. If it does go below $30, I would probably be careful. But again, we are just going to see what happens with this merger on Thursday. If it doesn't go through, I will be selling off as quickly as possible. So SBE definitely on the watch as they do have a merger on Thursday. PLTR, again, I was going to mention this one a couple stocks later. So it did sell off just like NEPT did. I wanted to mention this one because I did buy this on the doji candle here. You can see this huge sell off. It created a doji candle, and it looks like it wanted to create a reversal. Now, this is less of a day trade because it did create this doji candle, in my opinion. And also, we saw the huge volume spike. That's why I wanted to mention this as well, because you can see it had the sell off and then the huge green volume spike. Again, this bullish volume spike that's trying to reverse and continue. Now, PLTR is on the watch as it has been consolidating on the 5-minute, And I want to mention this one because this one has more volume than it had previously. Now it has been consolidating with more volume. So this one could continue, in my opinion, probably will if it does break into new highs. Now, PLTR is definitely on the watch, and everybody, I don't know anybody that isn't going to be watching PLTR, to be honest. So definitely watch PLTR. CTXR is definitely on the watch. This one did gap up on Friday. Now, I do want to talk about this on the 4-hour because, again, this one has come up quite a bit, but we do see a possible breakout on the resistance at 216. If it does break 216, I will be holding above it. But however, I do see the volume, and we saw that it has been consolidating and come back up nicely, and we could see a nice strong move by CTXR again on Monday. But again, this would be on the watch. I do want to make sure this play comes to us as always. And if it doesn't, then I definitely won't be buying into it, as the bullish momentum won't be there. So I want to make sure the bullish momentum is there on this one. CTXR definitely on the watch. Now, ONTX, we did see it recovered after hours. It went up about 10%, and then it finished around 5% after hours on Friday. So again, ONTX has been coming up. It did recover again. So on the 5-minute, I'm going to show you guys what I mean. You can see on the 5-minute, it did gap up and it continued. Now it did consolidate, but however, after hours, it did go up about 10% and it did come down around 5%, try to consolidate where our resistance is. And we're going to see if this does hold this as a support at 180 on Monday. If it does hold 180 as a support, I do plan on buying into ONTX. Again, this one could go crazy, as many other therapeutic companies have been. So again, ONTX definitely on the watch. LGHL. I did want to mention this one. Now, the chart isn't exactly as beautiful as I like, but definitely this is one that I plan on waiting for the sell-off on this week, as they do have a merger coming into March. And LGHL, in my opinion, is a very bullish company because they are Bitcoin related and they do have a merger coming up. And they are one of the cheapest Bitcoin stock plays to play right now. And they have a merger coming up in March. So there's tons of news behind it, besides the fact that it's a Bitcoin play. Again, we have other plays like CAN, EBON that we have. That's another play, but they're all over $10, and this one is below $10. So this one definitely could pop up to $10 to $15, $20 by next week, by next month, if it does merge in March. So definitely on the watch for LGHL. Definitely keep that one on the watch list, and that's not a recommendation. This is what I'll be doing. And NAKD, I wanted to go over because this one has came up quite a bit, and a lot of people are curious what might happen with NAKD. Again, this one came up quite a bit, up to around $3.35, and this did come down and consolidate. Now we do see it has been consolidating, has a nice descending wedge. You want to see if it breaks out of it. We have a resistance around $2. If it does break out of it, I do plan on buying, but we do like the volume that has been trying to come back, and we want to see if this one does confirm. But again, if this does break $2, I definitely plan on buying into it, as NAKD could go crazy, and I definitely will have this one on my watch. Now, last one is ASM. I want to mention this one because this one had a huge buy up to 280, and it did come all the way back down, and it has been consolidating, and I do see a possible breakout. We want to make sure that this one does fly into this candle. So I do want it to break 156 and hold above it. That way it can have a gap filler here, and then it would have a lot of resistance, as this huge red candle is here. So again, definitely be careful on ASM, as it has a huge red candle, but however, the consolidation is here, and if it does break out, I do see this as a nice day trade because the volume has been coming in on ASM. Again, we have been consolidating and coming up nicely throughout the months. So again, this is definitely something that I like as a possible watch, as this one could fill into this candle and break out of it. So again, we want to see if this volume does turn into bullish volume. Again, it could turn into sell volume, and we want to make sure that it does break out, like I said. So definitely this one would be one of those plays that come to me and hold over $2. So again, this is my top 10 plays. I hope you guys have been enjoying my entries and breakouts. We do go a lot Monday through Friday, as always. And if you guys have been in the comment section, you guys already know I appreciate all of you guys. You guys have been showing me so much love. And if you guys do have a watch list, throw in the comment section. Anything on your mind, throw in the comment section. I love talking to you guys all around. Again, anything on your mind. Much love to everybody, and I will see you guys in the next video.